Welcome back. As always, it is your host, your friend, ArachnidSoul. We had an assignment last month. We were going to watch a movie. The movie was Goodfellas, but it wasn't just me and you. We had a friend with us out of Brooklyn, NYC, the Sophic commentator, the lad himself, FightNightsFinest. Are you prepared to talk about this movie?
Yeah. Definitely prepared to talk about it. It's a great movie.
You had never seen Goodfellas before. I told you, this is a man's movie. You gotta watch this movie. Man or woman, everybody has to see this movie. Mobster movie. I actually said in the previous video that I thought, you haven't seen The Godfather, but I thought this is even better than The Godfather. If you watch The Godfather now, in my opinion, and I know this is gonna be sacrilege for people out there, some of them, you'd be saying this is a better movie than The Godfather.
Wow, you're just trying to invite the hate, aren't you?
Yeah, apparently so. Everything that I said about that movie, I meant. Goodfellas last month. What did I tell you? It's an amazing movie. There is not one bad scene.
It was, I like the way it's still, like, I guess we should start with how it opens, shouldn't we?
Yeah.
Like, just seeing, like, the kid talking about, like, his dreams and stuff, and just wanted to be a gangster, and, you know, like, how did he say? A gangster. To be a gangster. And you just see it, like, his fucking pops beating him. Yo, the scene where he whipped his ass.
Yeah.
When the mailman got his ass whooped for sending the letters home from the school.
Yeah.
that scene was amazing.
That's old school.
Yeah. Like he said, not only did we not receive any mail from the schools, truant officers, or anybody else, we didn't receive any mail at all. I was sitting there like, okay. It was just crazy to see how they had everything running.
Yeah.
Especially like in contrast to later in the movie where it's not spoilers because you guys are supposed to watch the movie, but seeing how tightened up everything was from Paulie's perspective and how he ran things, and then when they started getting into like the drug trafficking and stuff with the cocaine later, and then just seeing how they didn't have, I don't want to say they have that same level of respect, but you see the respect between the characters like start to dwindle, like how efficiently they moved. I thought the scene that was like really just fantastic was when he first started dating the chick that ends up his wife. I forget her name. How he is like, it just showed his entire lifestyle. When he's walking in, he's the man. They're going like, they skip the entire line. He's dapping everybody up. He's showing her around to everybody. They get a table put out on them. They get to see an A1 performer, and she's just sitting here like, who the hell is this guy? Like that scene right there. If that doesn't show like a man's man, I don't know what does.
I mean, just respect. My boy, I'm not sure about this, but I think he had a pinky ring on. If you have a pinky ring on, I just take my hat off to you. Because people don't even know about that. Last time we talked about, there's one scene in this movie that is just a classic scene.
I thought the scene where the dude was busting his balls, and then he ended up killing him in the bar. Was like,
oh my god. Spider.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to say bad things about Spider, but if you watch that scene, is Spider fucking with him? Because I remember Joe Pesci is like, listen, I thought I wanted a drink. I thought I asked for a drink. And the guy comes over, and the guy's like, no, I thought you said you were good. No, I wanted a drink. He's talking back to Joe Pesci.
Yeah.
He looks at his friends. He's like, wait, what's that movie with that guy in it? And he starts, and they're suggesting it. So he's like, dance, kid. He takes out his gun. He starts shooting at the kid's feet. And then he fucking kills the guy. But the best part is everybody at the table's like, oh shit, they're getting up. Joe's still at the table. He turns around. He's not even looking at the kid. He's laughing. He's like, kid's fine. Well, you get shot sometimes. It's a problem.
Yeah, that and the scene where Henry is sitting at the table and he's like, oh, you're a funny guy. And he's like, what do you mean by that? I'm funny how? That scene really had me. He was like, oh shit,
That's the scene.
Really?
That's the scene where people saw that and they're like, I gotta watch this movie. You could show anybody that scene, even out of context. They have no idea what this movie's about. And they'd probably want to watch that movie. And if not, they would just say that was great.
Yeah, because you really couldn't tell at first that he was just busting his balls.
Yeah.
And mainly because of how long it went on, too. It's like, and everybody else is like, they don't know how to react to the situation either. And then he's like, oh no, it was just busting your balls. Like, and then just an amazing scene altogether. Everything about it was really good. But the scene I was talking about was when they killed the dude, the untouchable dude, that ended up getting him killed later in the movie.
Oh, yeah.
That's the scene I thought it was at first.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
That scene was good.
Man, everything turns around for him at some point and starts going bad. And you see the scene where they're out and they're burying the dude. They've got their nice suits on, but they're in shovels and they've taken their shirts off. And that whole scene, if you watch it again, like everything's completely red. There's a red light. You can tell this is a turning point.
Yeah, I remember that scene very vividly.
But yes, the wife was so down for the dude. She was just like a ride or die chick.
Oh, when he got out the car, right? After he told her that the dude was touching her. And he just see him do the way he just fixes his suit real quick. I was like, oh shit, some shit's about to go down here. Just fix his suit. Walks over to him, and then I didn't even see when he took the gun out. I just noticed like him just hitting him with the butt of the gun, and I was like, when did Quick Draw McGraw here like grab the gun out of his pants? Because I didn't even see it happen. And that was a really good scene as well. Like,
yeah.
Oh, speaking of the wife, right? When she found out about the other girl, I think her name was Janet, and she goes in with the kids, and she's just going nuts, and she's like. In the apartment on the intercoms, just like talking to the woman, and you just see her in there like losing her shit, like, oh my god, this woman is crazy. Mm-hmm. That scene right there was really good too. Like,
basically, you had a great movie. Everybody in the movie's a great actor, actress. The casting was on point. The script's on point. That movie could have gone all day. You'd never get sick of it. It's just a tremendous film. It's a work of art. This is a movie I watch like once a year. And no matter what I remember, there's always more stuff that I didn't pick up on. Well, I mean, also, I get the feeling that he thought that if anyone was ever going to touch him, it was going to be another mob guy. He wasn't concerned about cops. He's going about his day like he goes to the grocery store and shit. I'd be like, now wait a minute. Weren't these cops just at the store with me? And then I'm driving and they're flying right over me.
Yeah, but I think he did say too that he thought it was just local PD, so he didn't really, you know, give it too much thought. But I was like, well, since when does local PD pull up in a helicopter? Like,
I would be a horrible person if I did not mention two of my boys in this movie. I mean, I like everyone in this movie, but Paul Sorvino, who's like the mob boss, and he ends up going to prison. This is the guy at the end. You see, he goes to prison, but like he's still cooking in prison.
Oh, when he was cooking,
he's got the razor blade,
the garlic with the razor blade. Yeah. Paulie was cool as hell.
Yep. Even in prison, he still wants that garlic just as thin as it's supposed to be. He's still living life right, and you see how even though he's in prison, he's still living like a king. Mm-hmm. And then we have to mention my boy in so many movies, Robert De Niro. De Niro is just amazing in a bunch of stuff. And this is a guy, you're going to see this guy multiple times because I'm going to give you some other great movies to watch. If anybody has not seen Goodfellas, I cannot tell you enough. Go watch it, even if you have to find it somewhere and pay the $4. We're going to come back. We're going to talk about some more great movies. This month, there's going to be another movie of the month. It's going to be a classic. I haven't figured it out yet, but I have a list. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for watching this channel. Thank you for being a friend. Thank you preemptively for going over to FightNightsFinest YouTube channel. He also does Twitch streams. All that information is down below in the resource well. For the man out of NYC, for the man that destroys at League of Legends, at boxing, for just a cool dude in Fight Night's Finest that I've been friends with for years and plan to be friends with for more years, it has been your boy, ArachnidSoul. And I will catch you guys and everyone else out there
later.
And I'm off this. Peace.